Good morning students, welcome to our chemistry online class. In the last class we discussed some problems, right? Solubility problems, then percentage problems we discussed. So this class also we are going to discuss about the problems only. In this class we are going to discuss mass percentage and volume percentage problems, okay? So like we can see the first problem. The solubility of sodium nitrate, NaNO3 means sodium nitrate. Okay, I shortly return the questions. If you have any doubt, just see your book. Okay, page number 132 it was given. Page number 132. The solubility of, here fourth problem. Okay, the solubility of sodium nitrate, NaNO3 at 50 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius is 114 gram and 96 gram respectively. That means at 50 degrees Celsius 100 gram of water can dissolve 114 gram of sodium nitrate salt. Okay, so 100 gram of water can dissolve 114 gram of sodium nitrate salt at what's the temperature? 50 degrees Celsius. Like that 100 gram of water can dissolve 96 gram of sodium nitrate at 30 degrees Celsius. Find the amount of salt that will be thrown out. The saturated aqueous solution of 50 gram of water is cooled from 50 to 30 degrees Celsius. That means we need to find out the amount of salt when cooling this 50 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. What is the difference? Okay, the difference only we are going to find out in this problem. Okay. So first we can write the solubility of NaNO3 at 50 degrees Celsius is equal to, if you please take your note, take your class note and note it. Okay, the solubility of NaNO3 at 50 degrees Celsius is equal to 114 divided by 100. That means 100 gram of water can dissolve how much gram of salt? 114 gram of salt. What's the temperature at 50 degrees Celsius? Therefore 50 gram of water can dissolve how much gram of salt? Okay, so into 50. Have you understood this first step? So here what we are going to find out, 100 gram of water can dissolve 114 gram of salt means 50 gram of water can dissolve how much amount of sodium nitrate salt. Okay, so we can simplify it to 5 2s are 10, then 7 2s are 14. Okay, so what is the answer? 57 gram. So 50 gram of water can dissolve how much gram of sodium nitrate salt? 57 gram. Okay, first answer we got. Okay, then second, like the same way only next step also we are going to follow. Okay, so here what we studied, 100 gram of water can dissolve 114 gram of salt. Therefore 50 gram of water can dissolve how much gram of salt? Okay, how much gram? 57 gram. So second step we should write the solubility of NaNO3 at 30 degrees Celsius. The solubility of NaNO3, that means sodium nitrate at 30 degrees Celsius is equal to, here also the same step only we are going to follow. So same way, 100 gram of water can dissolve how much gram of salt at 30 degrees Celsius? 96, right? So 96 gram of salt into, therefore 50 gram of water can dissolve how much gram of salt at 30 degrees Celsius. So here you should write 50. You can cancel it. 2. So 4 2s are 8, then 8 2s are 60. Okay, we will get the answer 48 gram. Have understood the second step? So here 50 gram of water can dissolve 57 gram of salt at 50 degrees Celsius. Here 50 gram of water can dissolve 48 gram of salt at 30 degrees Celsius. Then next what we are going to find out? Find the amount that will be thrown out when cooled this 50 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. So this difference we are going to find out, 50 to 30. So what we can do, we can subtract. So 57 minus 48. Okay, 57 minus 48, you will get the answer 9 gram. Have you understood? So first step, we need to find out the amount of solubility at 50 degrees Celsius. Then second step, we need to find out amount of solubility at 30 degrees Celsius. Then last step, we need to find out the difference on cooling the salt to 50 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. What is the solubility we will get? We got 9 gram of salt. Have you understood? Then next question. See the second question. Calculation based on mass percentage. So based on the mass percentage, we studied some formulas, right? What are the formulas we studied? Mass percentage. Mass percentage is equal to mass of the solute divided by mass of the solution into 100, right? Mass percentage is equal to mass of the solute divided by mass of the solution into 100. So see the question. A solution was prepared by dissolving 25 gram of sugar in 100 gram of water. A solution was prepared by dissolving 25 gram of sugar in 100 gram of water. Calculate the mass percentage of solute. Okay, first we need to find out from this question which one is solute, which one is solvent. Here which one is solute? Sugar is solute, right? Sugar is solute and solvent is water. So here 25 gram of solute is dissolved in 100 gram of water. We need to find out mass percentage of solute, right? So we can find out mass percentage of solute. So mass percentage is equal to, what is the formula? First step you should write the formula, okay? So mass percentage is equal to mass of the solute divided by mass of the solution into 100. Mass of the solute divided by mass of the solution into 100. So here mass percentage is equal to mass of the solute. How much gram they given in the question? 25 gram of solute. 25 gram of sugar. Sugar is a solute, right? So 25 mass of the solute 25 divided by mass of the solution. So listen students, solution means that contains solute plus solvent, right? You should not apply the value for solvent. Solution means solute plus solvent. We all know that, right? So mass of the solution, what we need to write? 25 plus 100. Okay, solution means solute plus solvent. Here solute 25 plus solution 100 into 100. The next step, 25 divided by 25 plus 100, 125 into 100. So on, can do it. Have you understood mass percentage? So a solution is prepared by dissolving 25 gram of sugar in 100 gram of water. Calculate the mass percentage. First step, mass percentage formula you should write. Okay. So what is the formula? Mass percentage is equal to formula for 1 mark. Okay. So please note it. For mass percentage is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Then mass of solute 25. Then mass of solution means that is solute plus solvent. If you confuse means one more step also you can write. Mass of solute divided by mass of solute plus solvent. You can write that line also. Okay. So 25 plus 100 into 100. On 5 is fine. We'll get the answer 20. What is 20%. The question they asked, calculate the mass percentage, right? So must should mention this percentage. Okay. The next question. Mass percentage, same question only. Okay. So 16 gram of sodium hydroxide. 16 gram of sodium hydroxide. NaOH means what? Sodium hydroxide. Okay. 16 gram of sodium hydroxide is dissolved in 100 gram of water at 25 degrees Celsius. Find the mass percentage of solute and solvent. This question we found mass percentage of solute, right? Here we need to find out solute and solvent. Both we need to find out. Okay. So same way only. First we need to write the formula. What formula we need to write? Find the mass percentage, right? So mass percentage is equal to, we can write the formula. Mass percentage is equal to, what is the formula? Mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. So mass percentage is equal to, here mass of solute, here which one is solute, which one is solvent? Sodium hydroxide is solute, then water is solvent, right? So sodium hydroxide mass 16, water mass 100. Okay. So here mass of solute, so 16 divided by mass of solution. Mass of solution how much? Solution means, we know solution means that it contains solute and solvent, right? So 16 plus 100. Okay, 16 plus 100 into 100. Okay. 116 into 100. Okay. So here you will get one answer. Okay, listen here now. Here you will get one answer. That is mass percentage of solute. Okay. The next one more step also we need to write. Mass percentage, again you should write this formula, same formula. Mass percentage is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100 is equal to mass of solute how much? 16 divided by mass of solution 16 plus 100 into 100. Okay. Here also you will get the same answer. What we need to find out? Find the mass percentage of solvent, right? So solvent means, what value they given for the solvent? 100 gram of water, right? 100 gram of water. So solvent contains 100. Okay, 100 gram of water. So this here you will get one answer, no? That answer minus this 100. Okay. So mass percentage of solvent is equal to, mass percentage of solvent is equal to mass percentage of solute, minus 100, or 100 minus mass percentage of solute. Okay. So second table you can follow. 8 2s are 16, 5 2s are 10 and 8 2s are 16. Four into 100, 400 divided by 29. You get the answer 86.21%. Okay, 13.79%. You will get for this mass percentage of solute. Okay, here we are going to subtract the value from we are going to subtract this value from 100. Okay, so 100 minus 13.79. So 1 we will get the answer 86.21. Here also you should mention this percentage. Okay, because in the question what they asked, find the mass percentage. Okay, so mass percentage of solute is equal to 13.79 percentage and mass percentage of solvent 86.21 percentage. Have you understood this one? The next one, find the amount of urea which is to be dissolved in water to get 500 gram of 10 percentage W by W aqueous solution. W by W aqueous solution, that means mostly it is in an aqueous solution. Aqueous solution means it is in the form of liquid. Okay, aqueous form. So here we need to find the amount of urea. Till this we find the mass percentage, right? Percentage only we found. So from this question we need to find out amount of urea. Mass we need to find out. Percentage they given in the question, 10 percentage, right? So percentage they given in the question. We need to find out mass of the solute. Okay, the amount of urea, mass, weight we need to find out. Okay, so here also the same formula only we need to apply. Mass percentage is equal to mass of the solute divided by mass of the solution into 100. So listen. So what they given in the question, percentage value they given, right? So mass percentage how much? 10. Mass percentage is 10 is equal to mass of solute. Here which one is solute? Urea is solute, right? Then 500 gram of solution. Okay, it is 500 gram of aqueous solution means that it contains urea and some water also. Okay, urea and water. Urea was dissolved in water. So 500 gram of aqueous solution. Okay, so mass of solute we don't know, right? So we can write mass of urea. Urea value only we are going to find out. Mass of urea divided by mass of solution. Solution in the question they given solution only. Okay, they did not given separately solute and solvent. In the aqueous solution only they given. Okay, so directly we can apply that value 500. Mass of solution 500 into this 100. Okay, so this mass of urea we are going to find out. So we should take this mass of urea as a left side. Okay, so mass of urea is equal to 10 into 500. Okay, cross multiplication. 10 into 500 divided by this 100. 10 into 500 divided by 100. Okay. So 10 into 5, 50. 50 percentage or gram, gram. Okay. 50 gram of urea. The next, volume percentage. Have you understood this problem? Find the amount of urea which is to be dissolved in water to get 500 gram of 10% W by W aqueous solution. In this question, directly they given the solution value. Okay, see this question, the previous problem and all they given separately. Solute value they given separately, then solvent value also they given separately. But this problem they given directly 500 gram of aqueous solution, right? So solution, mass of solution we should write this value, okay, 500. Then mass percentage 10 percentage. And mass of solute, that is mass of urea, you are going to find out. So that mass of urea you should take on as left side. Okay. Then 10 into 500 divided by this value. Okay, you will get 50 gram. The next problem. Problems based on volume percentage. Problems based on volume percentage. Volume percentage, they have one formula, right? Volume percentage, what is the formula? Volume of solute divided by volume of solution. Mass percentage formula, mass of solute divided by mass of solution. Volume percentage formula, volume of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. So see the question. A solution is made from 35 ml of methanol and 65 ml of water. 35 ml of methanol and 65 ml of water. Calculate the volume percentage. So here which one is solute, which one is solvent? Methanol is solute and water is solvent, right? So 35 ml of solute is dissolved in 65 ml of water. Okay, so we can apply the values. Volume percentage is equal to volume of solute 35, right? So 35 divided by volume of solution. Here separately they given, right? Volume of solute and solvent separately they given. So solute plus solvent we need to take. So 35 plus solvent 65 into 100. 35 plus 65, that means volume of solution contains solute and solvent, right? Solute and solvent. So 35 divided by 100 into, you will get the answer 35 volume percentage, right? So percentage. Okay, so easy only. The next problem, calculate the volume of ethanol in 200 ml solution of 20% aqueous solution of ethanol. See this question, 20% aqueous solution. So solution value directly they given. Okay, aqueous solution of 200 ml of solution of 20% aqueous solution. So solution value 200. Okay. So here also we are going to find out volume of ethanol. Okay, that mass of urea we found, no, like that only. Volume of ethanol here we are going to find out. So volume percentage, first step you need to write the formula. Volume percentage is equal to volume of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. And in this question volume percentage they given, right? So volume percentage how much? 20. So 20 is equal to volume of what? Ethanol. Okay, volume of ethanol divided by volume of solution how much? 200. 200 into 100. So volume of ethanol we are going to find out. So you should take on this left side, volume of ethanol. Volume of ethanol is equal to cross multiplication 20 into 200 divided by 100. What is the answer? 40 volume of ethanol, right? This is aqueous solution. So you should mention ml, milliliter. Okay, 40 milliliter. 40 milliliter of ethanol. Have you understood? So calculate the volume of ethanol in 200 ml solution of 20% aqueous solution. So 20%, in your question they given percentage means you should find out the volume of solute or mass of solute. That weight only we need to find out. So you have to take on this volume of solute as a left side is equal to this value. You can multiply it. Okay, you will get the answer. Have you understood the problems? Now all of you take your book. Take page number 134. This problems and all you should write in your note, okay? Page number 134. Choose the correct answer. I think 6 questions we marked, right? So seventh one. Solubility of NaCl in 100 ml of water is 36 grams. So 100 ml of water can dissolve how much gram of salt, sodium chloride salt? 36 grams. Already we studied, right? So 100 gram of water can dissolve 36 gram of sodium chloride salt. If 20 gram of salt is dissolved in 100 ml of water, how much more salt is required for saturation? Saturation means we need 36 gram, right? So if 20 gram of salt is dissolved in 100 ml of water, means how much amount of salt we need? 11 gram, right? So answer option B. Option B, 11 gram. Seventh one answer, option B, 11 gram. Then eighth one, a 25% alcohol solution means that contains alcohol solution, right? So 25 ml alcohol and 75 ml water. Option C. Answer option C. Then deliquescence is due to strong affinity to water. Option A. Strong affinity to water. Then 10th one. Which of the following is hygroscopic in nature? Which one? Silica gel. Silica gel. Option C. Once again I can read the answers. Please check it. Okay. So first one, choose the correct answer. First one, a solution is a dash mixture, homogeneous mixture. Second one, the number of components in a binary solution is 2. Third one, which of the following is the universal solvent? Water. Then fourth one, a solution in which no more solute can be dissolved in a definite amount of solvent at a given temperature is called saturated solution. Then fifth one, identify the non-aqueous solution, sulfur in carbon disulfide. Sulfur in carbon disulfide. Sixth one, when pressure is increased at a constant temperature, the solubility of gases in liquid increases. Seventh one, 11 gram. Eighth one, 25 ml alcohol in 75 ml of water. Option C. The ninth one, option A, strong affinity to water. Then 10th one, silica gel. Then fill in the blanks. Already we marked something, right? So fill in the blanks. First one, the component present in lesser amount in a solution is called solute. Lesser amount in a solution is called solute. More amount in a solution is called solvent, right? So fill in the blanks. First one answer, solute. First one answer, solute. Then second one, example for liquid in solid type solution is, this question also already we marked, I think. Mercury with sodium, amalgam. Mercury with sodium. Third one, solubility is the amount of solute dissolved in 100 gram of solvent. Thank you students. Remaining questions next class we can discuss.